This first part right here, that's going to make sure that no one goes see your movie, and that quote-unquote sold-out crowd that you were at just a few nights ago, that's never going to happen again when it comes to this movie. Sorry, bro.
So I got to see the screening with a bunch of people, my husband and some of my friends from work. And one of my friends from work, Joseph is gay, and he said, I didn't expect it to be that gay. And he meant that as a huge compliment.
Yeah.
Is it when you hear that?
Yeah, I mean, it meant a lot to me personally that the movie be honest. I think for straight people, what's fun about this and exciting is to see, to get a little peek behind the curtain at what gay culture really is.
Yeah, I learned a lot. He explained some things to me afterwards, too, which was great.
Well, I love that.
Yes, and also, and gay people, we got to sort of learn a lot about straight people for many years.
Forever.
With movies like,
You have no questions about
Sleepless
my
in
life.
Seattle.
Yes, there you
They
go.
can learn
Needed to
about
know.
us.
I mean, please forgive me if I don't know who Billy Eichner is. Please forgive me if I don't know what this movie Bros is. But this showed up on my timeline yesterday. Billy Eichner, who's not only starring in this movie called Bros, but he's also the writer of this movie. He goes on this rant. Okay, people did not go see his movie this past weekend. I didn't even hear about this movie, so that's why I'm still kind of confused as to why this dude is going on this whole rant on Twitter about people not seeing his movie. But he's not going on a rant about just anybody seeing his movie. He's going on a rant, and at the very end, he starts talking about people not going to go see his movie because they are quote-unquote homophobes. Let's go ahead and read this straight from the horse's mouth. Or from the horse's ass. Billy Eichner tweets all this shit. He says, last night I snuck in and sat in the back of a sold-out theater playing Bros in L.A. I just want to stop right there. Let's go over to the New York Times. Bros falls at the box office as Smile arrives at number 1. Now, we all know about the movie Smile. I don't really need to talk about that. It made number 1 at the box office, as you guys can already see. Promoted as the first gay rom-com from a major studio, Bros sold $4.8 million in tickets, about 40% less than expected. From the producer of Trainwreck and Bridesmaids. Well, that should tell you all you need to know right there. And the director of Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Great movie, by the way. Sarah Marshall was a great movie. Bridesmaids was actually pretty funny. Trainwreck was a train wreck to me. That movie in general was a train wreck itself. That's just my own personal opinion. Anyways, I highly doubt that the theater was sold out because it only made $4.8 million. So if that theater, if Billy Eichner is telling the truth, because I wasn't there, he could probably be right. But the numbers aren't matching up if you're saying that you went to a sold out theater in LA and the movie only made $4.8 million with a $20 million budget. Yeah, $22 million budget. So let me go back and continue reading this. The audience howled with laughter start to finish. Burst into applause at the end, and some were wiping away tears as they walked out. It was truly magical. Really, I am very proud of this movie. He could have stopped there. As a matter of fact, he should have stopped there. Because he goes on to say, Rolling Stone already had Bros on the list of best comedies of the 21st century. Really? Anyways, what's also true is that at one point at a theater chain called Universal and said that they were pulling the trailer because of the gay content. Universal convinced them not to. America, fuck yeah, etc., etc. Weird flex, but okay. That's just the world we live in, unfortunately. Even with glowing reviews, great Rotten Tomatoes scores, an A cinema score, etc., straight people, especially in certain parts of the country, just didn't show up for Bros. Now, this is where this goes wrong. This is the problem with Hollywood in general, is they go after the moviegoers. They go after the fans. They go after people that are critiquing their product. They go after everyone but who is responsible for film failing? I've heard people talk about the marketing of this movie, or lack thereof, I should say. So that's one reason. You can look at the way that they marketed it. That's probably another reason why this movie failed. But anyways. Now, here's the part that not just me, but it seems like everybody on YouTube is having this issue with this Billy Eichner guy. Because this ended up showing up on my timeline, and I'm like, oh, well, I saw it. Looks like I'm going to have to say something about it. But anyways, everyone who isn't a homophobic weirdo should go see Bros tonight. There it goes. I literally just got done talking about Viola Davis saying, oh, if you don't go see our movie, The Woman King, then black females will never lead another movie again. Which I called her out and said that was false. Billy Eichner says everyone who isn't a homophobic weirdo should go see Bros tonight. So now, insinuating that anyone who doesn't go see this movie is a homophobic weirdo. What is wrong with people, man? This is the problem with these studios. They keep hiring, because he wants to call people that don't go see his movie homophobic weirdos, when he's actually the real weirdo. This dude is walking around saying his movie's the best thing since sliced bread, and no one went to go see it. And when no one went to go see it, look, I cannot sit here and say whether the movie's good or not. I didn't go see it. I'm never gonna see this movie. So I have no business talking about whether the movie's bad or good, but I can come to assumptions and say this movie is probably fucking bad. Which is why, because if a movie's good, marketing or not, if a movie is good and it's in theaters, word of mouth will get people to go to the theaters. Whether this movie is good or bad, and again, I'm not going to go see this movie, but whether it's good or bad, and it gets the word of mouth that, oh man, this movie's good. However, once people see this or hear about this, that the actor / writer is bashing people who don't go see his movie, fam, that's not going to make more people go see it. That's not going to get your movie more money. These studios continue to hire activists instead of actors. And once that happens, 100% of the time, you are going to fail. 100% of the time, when you get these activists that call themselves actors, but as soon as they get a script, as soon as they get a role, they want to change everything about it. Then they want to mold this character more into who they are, who they really are in life. Or the executive producers sometimes sabotage characters and stories for their own fucking agenda. I'm gonna tell you right now, Bros is not gonna hit that $22 million. They're not going to make back what they spent on their budget. I can tell you that right now. And to make sure that they don't make all that money back, Billy Eichner decided to tweet out this bullshit. So not only is he calling people that don't go see the movies homophobic weirdos, he goes on to say, you will have a blast, and it is special and uniquely powerful to see this particular story on a big screen, especially for queer folks who don't get this opportunity often. I love this movie so much. Go Bros, rainbow and hearts and shit. I don't have a problem with what he said in that second half, but let me tell you something. This first part right here, that's going to make sure that no one goes see your fucking movie. And that quote-unquote sold-out crowd that you were at just a few nights ago, that's never going to happen again when it comes to this movie. Sorry, bro. I'm telling you guys. The entertainment business it completely fell on its head about 10 years ago. with all this stupid shit where they're saying we no longer need actors to be good at their job. We need these actors to help with the rollout. We need actors to help sabotage every fucking thing we make. That's what we need. We need the actors, we need the writers, we need the directors and the producers to all be on the same page to say, hey, we have to alienate our fans and alienate people who would normally come to the movies and go see our shit. I don't know too many people that are going to go see a movie where two dudes are touching each other's asses on the damn poster. You tell me. How many people, if you see this, I'm asking y'all, how many people are going to go see this movie? Based off of this, because I haven't seen a trailer. I ain't seen no trailer drop. I'm sure there is a trailer. But again, their marketing is pretty bad. And instead, let's go ahead and make them feel guilty. Let's go ahead and guilt trip them into seeing our movie because our movie sucks and we want it to succeed, but we have no real rollout. We have no way of promoting our movie. Anyways, man, I'm not here to completely bash this movie, but just like Viola Davis did a couple weeks ago, try and guilt trip people into going to see a terrible fucking movie that you yourself know is bad. Please, guys, please go see my movie. And then the box office numbers comes out. Or you see that, oh, every other movie in the entire fucking universe did better than our movie did this past weekend. So let me hop on Twitter and start bashing everybody that didn't go see our movie and calling them homophobic weirdos. Because that's what they do. What even sparks half of my videos? What makes me get out of bed or come home from work and want to make these videos? It's when these people go out of their way to start name-calling people that disagree with them. Or in this case, not even disagreeing. Not even saying, hey, your movie sucks or anything. I haven't seen any of that shit. It's just the fact that nobody went to go see your movie and now you're calling people homophobic weirdos. Now you're going out of your way to start calling the general public names. So now Billy Eichner resorts to name-calling. I guess that's the new blueprint. I guess that's the new standard for actors and writers and producers and directors in Hollywood now. Is to name call people that don't go see your movie. Not one word was said about this movie. Not one negative word was even said about this movie. It's just the fact that no one saw it. So apparently Billy Eichner is butthurt and salty. He's bitter and salty. It's just something I've been using a lot lately. But yeah, this movie is definitely this movie's definitely dead. This is another Batgirl situation where it's like, yeah, probably shouldn't have made this movie, man. Nobody's gonna go see it. Nobody wanted to see it to begin with. Nobody even heard of this movie to begin with, and then now you're coming out a couple days later after seeing the numbers, and you're like, yeah, I have to blame somebody other than myself for this. So that's exactly what this is. It's just pointing the finger, placing the blame on anybody but yourself and anybody that was not involved with making this movie, and then blaming them. Anyways, man, make sure you guys hit that like and that subscribe, man. It's your boy, Corn. It's Half-Ass Pod, and I am OUT.